What's up, everybody? Hope that you're having an amazing day. So here's a quote from Warren Buffett's billionaire partner at Berkshire Hathaway. His name is Charlie Munger. He wrote this in his book called The Psychology of Human Misjudgment. He says as follows: I'm not interested in getting people rich. What I am interested in is a psychology of human misjudgments, because I believe that people can be more of a success by fixing their own misjudgments than studying why a successful person is successful. So, whew. I was like, what? Okay, so what he's saying in that quote is actually that you watching this right now can be more successful by fixing your own misjudgments as opposed to studying what made a certain person, icon, successful. You can be better at what you do by understanding that your own consciousness has its misjudgments that are laid within. So that doesn't mean you have to follow Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or an Oprah or a Renee Zellweger. I don't know why I threw her in, but she's somebody's hero. You don't have to follow these people to the T and expect to be successful, because what Munger is actually saying is that by fixing your own misjudgments and how you view the world, like I was talking about before, having a more dynamic worldview and saying, as opposed to saying like, oh, I screwed up, that just proves that the world is wrong. Things happen and are crazy and are out of my control, right? That's not a very empowering view. That's only so dynamic. Hey, that only goes so far, right? Becoming aware of that, I decided to change my worldview and said, hey, things are happening towards a greater evolution for human beings as a society and also myself. So that way, when I go through challenges, I say, hey, it's a purpose. What did I learn? What did I learn about myself? What did I learn about my consciousness, right? Going back to misjudgments. A misjudgment that I made in the past, I'll share this with you. So I'm an extrovert, right? I love to say hi. I'm very engaging. I love to talk, and that's just who I am, right? Well, as a kid, going out, being a young kid on the block, I was saying hi to everybody, and people weren't really too sure because I know my energy can be quite high. So when I wouldn't get a hi back or when I wouldn't get an acknowledgement, I'd say, wow, I need to actually change who I am because the world isn't like that. I have to retreat and hold on because I don't want to get my feelings hurt, right? No, that was a misjudgment. Now I'm more me than I ever have been. This video might be the most Dakota that I've ever been, but so you, whoever's watching this, insert name here, blank, can be more of a success by understanding those misjudgments, those things that might stop you from being your highest self. And once you clear those out of the way, then you start bringing into your life exactly what you want. And I'll show you how this works. This page, this channel, I started it not for me. I'm talking about fixing my own problems. And I'm putting it out there to bring other people who are interested in making adjustments so that they're more efficient in day-to-day life. I don't talk about other people's problems. I talk about my problems, things that I've gone through and said, hey, this is my perspective. This is my point of view. What am I looking to manifest and bring into the world? Bam, this is my video. I read this about this guy, right? Connecting the dots, bringing people into the community. Everyone, I love when people are commenting. I love when people are engaged because it gives me a new perspective. This isn't a how-to channel. This isn't a how to do this, how to become rich, how to be successful. This is more of a how-do. How do I get here? How does Dakota deal with pain and challenges? How does Dakota deal with the misjudgment of, say, rejection, right? How did I do that? By changing my worldview, by saying that this is who I am. Not everyone is respected. Not everyone respects that opinion, but to each his own, The people who do are the people that matter, and that's why I continue to do what I do, and everyone has that own right. You have the right to do that. So going back to Munger's quote, you watching this right now can be more of a success by just fixing your own misjudgments. By understanding, becoming conscious of them. Where do you misjudge things? And how can you fix it? How can you change that? Perhaps by adopting a more dynamic worldview. To each his own. That's where you come in. So please comment down and write one of your misjudgments. There will be no judgment on you for doing that. In fact, it is towards a greater purpose of understanding each other and cultivating a community of understanding and co-evolution. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tag a friend. Fix those misjudgments.